I'm Lisa Thomas-Cutts, your host for KCBC News, also the Executive Director for the Keep Columbus Beautiful Commission. Before we get started, let's take a moment to show you a little bit about our mission and what we do. I love Columbus. Columbus, Georgia is so beautiful. That's why our mission at Keep Columbus Beautiful is all about engaging and educating individuals to take a greater responsibility for enhancing beautification, protecting our environment, and eliminating litter and blight. The best way to be a good steward of our environment is by the 3 R's: reducing waste, reusing items, and recycling. October has been a busy month. We have really been on the move with KCBC, out in the community working, giving back, and participating in community outreach projects. Take a look at this exciting video. Thank you to all of our partners, Oxbow Meadows Learning Center. A special shout out to Dr. Michael and Dr. Lauren, the co-chairs for this year. Public Works for all of their assistance. Our signature sponsor, Columbus Waterworks. And a special thank you most of all to all of our outstanding volunteers, Columbus, Fort Benning, Phoenix City, and Harris County. We've come together and it was an awesome event.
Mother Nature does in rivers and streams over days and miles, and we condense it all down to about 6 hours by concentrating the microbiology and keeping them happy. This is what is released in the river. It's been completely chlorinated, it's disinfected, there's no pathogens in it, it's tested daily. All kinds of analysis are run to show that we're doing our job.
Up next, we have a special guest coming up. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it.
Hi, I'm Rosa Evans, Director of Metro Transit System here in beautiful Columbus, Georgia. I'm in training to help with our bus operator shortage. If you're looking for a job, we would love to have you join our team of professionals. Visit our website at columbusga.gov/Metro to apply.
We're back, and I would like to introduce you to a man that really needs no introduction, Mr. Carlos Williams. He is one of the most recognizable media personalities in the Valley area. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning to you, Lisa.
How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Great, great. So, in your official capacity, you work for WRBL.
I do. The past 45 years, I've been an employee of WRBL.
That is wonderful. What a blessing. What a blessing.
It truly is.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do at WRBL?
Well, right now I am in the Creative Services Department, and that is just the commercial production aspect of WRBL. But that only says very little about what I actually do. When you work in TV, you have to, if you have a talent that can be utilized in a different department, then they use you. So I never dreamed that I would be cutting commercials, doing audio, doing on-camera things at WRBL, but hey, it was got kind of pressed into service, I guess you would say.
Exactly. That's wonderful. And for you guys out there, I know if you don't recognize his face, you definitely recognize his voice. His voice is just, you could listen to him talk all day.
Well, thank you.
Okay, but today you're here in a different capacity.
Yeah, here to talk primarily about the Fountain City Classic, and I've been privileged to work with the Fountain City Classic all 32 years of its existence, and we're looking forward to a big and better year this year, coming up November 5th down at A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. I happen to be the publicity co-chairman for the Fountain City Classic, and we've got a bevy of events lined up to include the press conference that will be November 1st. Coaches and a couple of players will be accessible to the media, and we always like to make that possible because the media is our friend.
Absolutely, and I've actually had the privilege to attend a couple of those media lunches, and it's great seeing the kids coming from the schools, and it kind of hypes them up for the week of event. Yeah. And I'm glad you're explaining, because a lot of people may not know, even though it's been here for 32 years, they may not know what is the Fountain City Classic. It's because it's more than just a game.
It is. It's well, the game part of it is Albany State versus Fort Valley State. All of the alumni, of course, come together, but the event was the brainchild of several like-minded individuals who thought that the game could be, or the rivalry could be improved if it was played here in Columbus. And the presidents of both universities agreed, and all those who had the power to make it happen, made it happen. And so here we are 32 years later. I remember the first game in 1990. It was a packed house down at A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium, and because of all the good weather we're having right now and how well both of the teams are playing right now, both of them have winning records, we expect a good crowd.
Absolutely, and everybody is just ready to be outside now.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic. We're ready to just get out and have some good old fun. We're just hoping for great weather. With the Fountain City Classic, what would you say your favorite thing about it? I mean, what is the one thing that Carlos loves to do during this event?
Well, Albany State and Fort Valley State is a big rival. They're huge rivals. And so we all have friends that have attended either Fort Valley or Albany State. And so getting the opportunity to see and to converse with those friends, those old friends from college, is probably the greatest aspect that I have of it, and the part that I look forward to.
Yes, I understand. In my household, we are Albany State because my husband attended there for undergrad. I've also had the pleasure of, in my previous capacity, working with the Civic Center, which is a great partner. I helped plan the game, the ticketing, the gates, and putting it together. So when I came in this capacity and switched capacities, I was just thinking, trying to brainstorm, what could I do to continue working instead of just just standing back and enjoying the game and the festivities for once. And I thought about, it is really a great event. The day of the game, you have the vendors going, countless vendors from all over.
Right.
You have tailgaters from all over. And the game, but it's just such a big litter event.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, coming to work on that Monday or Tuesday morning, it's like a disaster area.
Yeah.
And so that's when I thought about, let's do something. What can we do? And I met with Robbie Branscombe, the executive director, and of course, we can't go without mentioning Representative Calvin Smyre, who's been the chair and has done a phenomenal job for all these years in growing the event to what it is today. Because when I first started, it was almost 20 years ago, but tailgating was not that big.
Right.
But it's just expanded, and it's wonderful, you know.
Right.
And because of it, this particular game, they start letting people in on Thursday because of the amount of people coming in with the campers and the trailers. So it's a great event. And so what we're doing with KCB, and this was my pitch, I know Parks and Rec, they do a great job.
Right.
But it's hard to manage about 25, 30,000 people I've counted over the years,
Yeah.
all in that one South Commons area. And so what we decided to do was, you know what, let's help. Let's give the patrons an opportunity where they won't have to worry about, I can't find a recycling bin or trash bin.
Right.
And so that's when we decided we're gonna add extra bins.
Great idea.
You know, we're gonna put them throughout the whole tailgating area, the stadium, we're gonna pack it out.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
and so luckily they loved it. And so that's what we're partnering and doing, just to engage and get the community and the participants of the events to, you know, have a good time. We want you to have a good time, enjoy the game, tailgate, meet with your friends that you haven't seen in a year,
Right.
but also be a little more environmentally friendly. Put that bottle in the trash.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have, fortunately, we have several Fountain City Classic members, including myself, who are current or former Keep Columbus Beautiful Commission, commissioners.
Absolutely.
And they include Arlene Balkman and her sister Sheila Mitchell. They've done a fantastic job for Keep Columbus Beautiful over the years. So as a committee, we have an eye on trash and overabundance of trash, and we look forward to working with Keep Columbus Beautiful to make this happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had, like I mentioned, I saw your name on some previous information, and I was like, this is great. Maybe I can encourage him to come back.
That's a possibility, yes.
Hate to put you on the spot, but
That's all right.
we always looking for great volunteers, always.
Well, you know, anything I can do to help keep our city beautiful and clean, I'm more than willing.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about, us working together, because we're in a different environment now.
Right.
We're in a completely different environment, and it's going to take all of us working together to get the job done.
Right.
Okay, so Robbie Branscombe and I, the executive director, she came up with an idea. Why don't we just get together and just do a little PSA? And and that took place on last week, and it should start airing real soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes, absolutely. And so thank you again, Carlos, for coming on and spreading information and education about Fountain City Classic.
Well, I'm sure anything we can do, especially as it relates to Keep Columbus Beautiful, we are more than willing, and just call on us anytime.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
As we break, let's look at the PSA that Robbie Branscombe, Executive Director for the Fountain City Classic, and myself, we created. Robbie, the field looks empty today.
Lisa, it does, but it won't be on November 5th.
You must be talking about the 32nd annual Fountain City Classic.
Yes, the one and only battle of the blue and gold.
That's why we're getting our offensive plan together. So let's huddle up and use the recycling bins to tackle litter.
Now that's the ticket.
We're all on the same team. We need your help to keep Columbus beautiful.
At the 32nd annual Fountain City Classic.
I truly hope you enjoyed that video. We had a great time filming it. Shout out Robbie. There will be a Fountain City Classic parade earlier that morning starting at 9 a.m. We will be participating. Come out and check us out. It's going to be a great event. And during the game, when you're down there, stop by our booth. We'll have a tent set up. We'll be doing interviews. You'll get an opportunity to be on our show because we're going to be taking questions, asking you how you're feeling and how you're enjoying your day. And so please, don't forget to stop by and say hello. And as we close today, I'll close as I will always close by asking the question, what are you doing to help keep Columbus beautiful?